What's going on, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk back with another one, and we got a lot of great NFL content, great NFL stories, news to get off into. And before we do that, real quick, I don't like to delay, but I have a main channel and I'm trying to build this one up. So if you guys are new, and we're going to be featuring a lot of our sports and NFL content as well as some other, exciting stuff over here. So if you're not subscribed over here, please do me that solid and hit them buttons for me, as I love bringing you guys this content and most definitely hearing what you got to say. That's the motto over here. Let's talk, let's coffee talk it up. And, just those couple clicks of those couple buttons help me out getting my content out to more people. But with no further delays, what is up, Bills Mafia, and just all, my other fellow football fans out there? We're getting close to football season, OTAs, mini camps, scratch another day off the calendar. I cannot wait. And if, you heard me say Bills Mafia and you didn't already know, now you know, and we're building to something special. I cannot wait. As we know, Coach McDermott, big baller Brandon Beane, and, all these guys that we got on this team, as we know, they're a family. The bond is strong. They're building a winner together. I really, believe we can do it. Heartbreaking way to end the season last year, but hey, it goes down like that. But anyways, as we know, we've been on the right course over the past couple seasons, but we definitely know, Buffalo, we had some dark days, the drought, a lot of bad decisions made. That's what's so great about having, Beane and McDermott over here. We can truly have faith in what these guys do, help building this winner in Buffalo. But I saw something interesting on Twitter, regarding bad decisions made in Buffalo. As someone tweeted, on Buffalo Bills Twitter earlier today, talking about, who's one of the best or, worst that we lost, like one of the best guys that got away, the ones that got away. And there's a lot of guys that we lost in free agency over the years. And a lot of people were saying Jason Peters. So I, tapped in and threw up a tweet about it. And real quick, man, Twitter not getting much love over there. So if you are not following me on Twitter yet, please do so at JCoffeeTalk. I most definitely follow back. And I love talking football among other topics. So make sure to follow me over there and leave me a message knowing you saw this video. But you see the tweet, I quoted this guy's tweet about, the ones that got away. And I said, hey, I see a lot of people were mentioning Jason Peters. This guy has had an amazing career in the NFL, and it started out in Buffalo. But the question I wanted to ask everyone, and I'm asking you guys right now, as Jason Peters approaches the end of his career, everyone knows this guy's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame, was, hey, even though he only was with us for 5 years and we ended up trading him, there was, he held out going into like the '08 season. We ended up striking a deal with him, but then leading into 2009, we traded him away to Philly. And it really sucked to see him go. But one good thing we can say about this, it wasn't like we just got some busters. Via that trade, we ended up getting a draft pick that later became, we used to get Eric Wood, an amazing center, who's still doing his thing on Twitter and in, the media space and everything with the Bills, which was great to see him stick around after his career ended prematurely. I mean, he had some good years in the NFL, but, injuries, it is what it is. But regarding Peters, what I wanted to bring to the table and talk about was, even though he was only with us for 5 years, as I just stated, does he owe a lot to Buffalo? If it wasn't for Buffalo, would this, iconic offensive lineman, that had all these, 18 years in the NFL, would he not have any of that if it wasn't thanks to Buffalo? Because if a lot of people don't remember, coming out of college, he was a tight end, an oversized tight end. And yes, he definitely started doing drills and training as such leading into the draft, saying, maybe I should, think about converting over to offensive line. As we've seen guys like now Tebow is fighting for a tight end spot. And a lot of people, keep bringing up how early in his career, as everyone kind of, everyone loved Tebow, but a lot of people say, can this guy really play at quarterback in the NFL? Well, if he would have decided to switch to tight end back then, and maybe things would be different for him. But anyways, Jason Peters was projected to go in like the 4th round of the draft, but he ends up going undrafted. The Buffalo Bills sign him as an undrafted free agent, and he ends up getting cut, making the practice squad, and he's pretty much playing as a special teamer, busting wedges on kickoffs, blocking at tight end. But he really didn't get going on his career until the Bills' offensive line coach, and a guy that had a great career coaching in the NFL, Jim McNally, back then in 2004, really started working with Peters. And, 2 years later in 2006, he's beating out guys, in camp in preseason to become a starting tight end. And it all goes from there, immediate success. And, a lot of that, of course, is because of Peters' hard work. I'm not trying to take any of that away from him. But what I'm saying is, had the Bills not snatched him up and he didn't work with Jim McNally, do you guys think that would have eventually went down? Do you think someone else would have snatched him up and said, hey, we got to really work with this guy and convert him over to the offensive line? Or do you think he just kind of would have fizzled out? I don't know. I really think he has a lot of thanks he should be given over to the Bills. You guys hit the comments and let me know if you agree with that or not. And speaking of the Buffalo Bills, the AFC East, the division that we now own. And I know I'm going to get some Patriots fans that are going to say, hey, slow down, don't get too cocky. It just started being your division. We dominated it for all these years and had, won all these Super Bowl rings. Yes, we all know this. We're going to talk about those rings in a little bit in another story later in this video. And, I'm no fair weather fan. I've been here through it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, the extra ugly, the drought, going back even before that. I grew up Buffalo watching Bills football. One of my first memories in life is that wide right at the, Super Bowl. Hey, it is what it is. But as we know, this division is indeed ours, unless you disagree and you think we have some real competition that we could get upset this season if you see anyone else competing with the Bills, for that AFC East crown. Drop it in the comments. But speaking, as we know, the Patriots situation at quarterback is a little unclear. Will Jones start? Will Cam Newton start? Cam's nursing a little hand injury or whatever. But two teams with the Jets and the Dolphins, their starting situation is a little more clear, in my opinion. And, let's talk about it. Let's address it. With the Jets, there's all these reports coming out just praising Zach Wilson, starting out in camp, that he's just looking amazing out there. And same thing with Tua, that he's looking electrifying, okay? I ain't buying it with Tua. But Zach Wilson, everyone comment and let me know what you think of this guy. I mean, he has an interesting skill set. We know he did his thing in college. But what is everyone's projections? I mean, obviously, I think we all agree this guy's going to be the Jets starter come week 1, as I stated. Miami and the Jets, it's pretty clear. With the Patriots, I don't know. It's not that clear to me who will start. But, will Wilson give the Bills and Allen a run for his money? I don't think so. And I'll say this. Hey, don't judge a book by its cover. We know this. And we know this guy, did not shy away from contact in college. But I've seen so many jokes about how this guy looks like he's just going to get demolished out there, like he just looks soft. And as I stated, you should never judge a book by its cover. But, and I was talking about how he doesn't shy away from contact, but a lot of that stuff he was pulling in college, we know it's not going to be like that for him in the NFL. Everyone's bigger, stronger, faster than in college. You know what I'm saying? You got the elite players in college. And then, there's drop-offs at certain points with talents, especially depending what conference you play in, what that schedule's looking like. But in the NFL, it's a whole nother ball game. So hit the comments and let me know what you guys think about Zach Wilson, what your expectations are for him coming up this season. Now, Tua, as I was saying, Zach Wilson, I'm a little more giving this guy more props than Tua. I mean, we don't know how either of them are going to pan out, but all these reports of Tua looking electrifying, I'm not buying it. I think Tua is going to turn out to be a bust. I know a lot of people are going to get on my ass, and hey, I may be wrong. Okay, I've made videos before and had to come back and face the music when I was dead wrong. Okay, I was dead wrong last year about the Super Bowl. I did not see who in the Buccaneers pulling that thing off. But hey, Tua, though, I just don't believe in this guy. I still think the Dolphins made a mistake benching him, and we did see glimmers of greatness. But so many Dolphins fans are so upbeat about this guy, and I'm telling you, I'm just not seeing it. I don't care what they say he's doing in camp. You guys comment and let me know if you agree or not. Let's discuss it in that comment thread. And moving along, man, to that other AFC East team. We've been talking about Bills, Jets, Dolphins, the Patriots. Like I said, it's a little unclear who's going to start there at quarterback, but let's talk about a former New England Patriot great who got 2 rings with the team, 2 Super Bowl rings. We're talking about Vince Wilfork, and this is some sad news. I don't know if you guys saw this, that his son, DeAndre Holmes Wilfork, was arrested for stealing a bunch of his jewelry, his 2 Super Bowl rings, multiple AFC Championship rings, and then his 2001 Miami, the U National Championship ring. And this is what's nuts. I guess he had already known the rings were missing, but he thought he was moving out of this house in Texas, and he thought, well, maybe they're in storage, maybe they're at my other house, my other property in Florida. But no, turns out they were really gone. And, through some detective work, they were able to track these rings down to a guy that bought them via a sports memorabilia website, and he reportedly paid $62,000 for the ring. And guess who sold it to him? Vince Wilfork's son. I already said that in the beginning of this. My bad, guys. I don't edit these videos a lot. I just come on here and talk my shit. But this is a damn shame. Like, what's going on with DeAndre? Is he getting high, or is he just a foul individual? Does he got that spoiled brat mentality, coming up with money? I mean, because this is a damn shame, stealing all those rings and selling it to get some money. I mean, it's messed up to steal anything, but this is just extra dirty. Like, this really is just some next level grind ball behavior. And, Vince Wilfork and his wife Bianca have been together a long time. Used to see her in the stands. I know we did back during, as a Bills fan, back during those days when we would watch Bills versus Patriots. Real quick side note, if you pay attention to all the different GIFs and video clips and everything playing in this video, there's a clip of when Vince Wilfork laid out our then receiver, Donald Jones. You guys remember that? That was brutal. Donald Jones got broke in half. He was hurt after that one. But anyway, they've been together a long time. Everyone's seen her in the stands. They're a known NFL couple. But what, we didn't know is he is not biologically Vince's son. Technically, he's his adopted son. Now, I don't like to throw that out there, because, there's a lot of situations. I'm adopted myself. Just who biologically your dad doesn't really mean nothing at the end of the day. We know there's a lot of great dads, deadbeat dads, and everything in between. The only thing reason I'm bringing this up is just because he happens to be not biologically Vince's son. As I said, when he first got with Bianca, Vince did, DeAndre was already born. So I don't know. Do they not have a good relationship? Did he grow up, resenting Vince or something? Or does he just, like I said, or is he on drugs or just a thieving, spoiled brat scumbag? What do you guys think? Hit the comments below and we'll definitely be updating you on this story. Now, this is a long-ass video. They won't always be this long. I just really wanted to get some content out there for everyone to watch and really let everyone know, all the football fans. I'm going to be pumping out so much NFL and sports content. So you guys, once again, got to subscribe. follow me on Twitter, tweet me, let's debate about sports or whatever. But speaking of my Buffalo Bills, speaking of Super Bowl rings, and, as we got ours coming. We do. And everything we're talking about in this video, how about Shady McCoy? He used to play for the Bills. Played a year with Josh Allen, really was building some chemistry with him, had a lot of love for Josh. And it's a shame, though, seeing, it sounds messed up, but let me know if you guys agree. Shady got back-to-back Super Bowl rings, but not in the fashion that this guy would have wanted. Basically riding the pine. He got a ring in KC, and I don't even think he was active for the KC game. And then in Tampa, he got another ring. But he barely played, and it's I hate seeing him. He's just had such a historic career, such an amazing athlete. But that's how we got the rings, you know what I mean? And I really hated when he got cut by the Bills, you know what I mean? When he first came to Buffalo, leading into regular season, we cut Fred Jackson, which broke my heart. It took me forever to get over that. And, it still stings when I think back on it. But it's cool to see Fred Jackson is still in Buffalo, got the steakhouse, an esteemed member of the Western New York community, working hard, being a good individual, giving back to the community, everything. As so many, athletes in Buffalo do, they stay in Western New York. People talk a lot of shit about Buffalo, but hey, a lot of people stay. And I miss it every day. I wish I never moved. But anyways, talking about Shady McCoy, who his future is kind of unclear. He just got 2 rings on the bench. He's not really the commodity he once was in the NFL, but he's still technically a free agent. Tap in and comment and let me know what you guys think will happen with Shady. But Shady took to his Instagram to give a big shout out to Josh Allen, and not just Josh, a whole bunch of Buffalo Bills, and salute them on the progress that they've made and that we are indeed contenders. As he put up the following caption, he said, "My Buffalo days, it was cold, but it was great. A lot of teammates, but made a lot of good friends. Tyrod Taylor, Richie Incognito, Tywan Jones, who's actually back in Buffalo again, Jersey Star, a.k.a. Deion Dawkins, Shaq Lawson, who's not in Buffalo anymore, Jay Felton, I am Jerry Hughes, Eric Wood, who we just brought up, involving that, what's his name, trade, the Jason Peters trade, my bad, you guys, who else, Josh Allen, M. Murphy, Ray McLeod III, Charles Clay, tight end who used to be in Buffalo, Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, E.J. Manuel, Bump and Run Gilmore, who I can't stand. I always got a middle finger ready for Stephon Gilmore. I can't stand him. But the rest got weird IG names, and I couldn't find y'all. Hashtag memory lane, teammates, Buffalo days. And, he also went on to talk about, I told y'all about Josh Allen, what a great quarterback this guy is. And this was just really cool to see as a Buffalo Bills fan. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there can appreciate this, even if you're not Bills fans. Just seeing an NFL great like Shady McCoy going back down memory lane. So tap in, comments with your thoughts on all these stories that we cover. Once again, guys, I know this is a long-ass video, but subscribe to the channel, join the discussion, and stay tuned. Lots of content coming. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, night, whatever fucking time of day it is. Have a good one. Peace.